When you fear the Lord, you make better decisions. And I got that from Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. 10. Fear the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. Okay? We went over this before, y'all, right? So I feel like when God tell us to fear him, he don't want us to be afraid of him, right? Like, oh, like you afraid of a monster. But he wants you to fear. Like I I feel like when I read scriptures like this, like when we fear disappointing him. I feel like fear is like God don't want us to be afraid of him, right? But be fearful, like mindful of your behavior, right? Because we don't want to sin against him. When you fear the Lord, you want to do things right by him, right? So only way we can do that is by we don't know, right? So we don't know right from wrong until we learn it, right? And this is how we learn it by opening up the Bible. That's me fearing the Lord, right? Because I don't, before I did this walk with God, I didn't know how to really live as a Christian. I knew the basics, like He didn't want us to have sex without marriage, or not you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't kill, like basic stuff like that. Well, it's not really basic, but things like that, like. But I didn't really know everything. I feel like that's how I fear God. And it's just like, dang, I don't know how to live for him. Am I sinning against him? I don't know. Right? So I start opening up the Bible, right? Learning more about him. So and this is where we get the wisdom from, right? The Bible. Fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One results in good judgment. When you know the Holy One, God is the Holy One. When you know him, right? You make better decisions, right? You start thinking, God don't want us to do that. I shouldn't do that, because in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 5 says this: when we know God's word, we can make better decisions based off his word. So y'all write this down. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10. Read this for yourselves. Take this to God. I love y'all, but God love y'all more. Peace.